Microsoft has recently tightened security around the Internet Explorer mode in its Edge browser, a change prompted by reports of hackers exploiting this legacy feature. This adjustment is crucial as it addresses a potential backdoor that could allow unauthorized access to users' devices. The issue came to light in August 2025, when Microsoft received credible information about attackers using social engineering techniques combined with unpatched exploits in Internet Explorer's JavaScript engine, known as Chakra. These attackers tricked users into visiting seemingly legitimate websites, leading to a series of actions that could compromise their devices. Next, we'll delve into the specifics of how these exploits worked, the steps Microsoft is taking to enhance security, and what users need to know to protect themselves. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. Timeline of the exploit discovery. In August 2025, Microsoft was alerted to a series of attacks utilizing the Internet Explorer mode in Edge, marking the beginning of a significant security concern. The attackers employed social engineering tactics to manipulate users into visiting seemingly benign websites, where they would then prompt users to reload the page in IE mode. This critical step allowed the threat actors to exploit vulnerabilities within the Chakra JavaScript engine, leading to remote code execution. As the investigation unfolded, Microsoft's browser vulnerability research team identified that the attack chain involved multiple stages. Initially, the attackers leveraged a zero-day exploit to gain access to the victim's device, followed by a second exploit that elevated their privileges beyond the browser environment. This escalation enabled complete control over the device, raising alarms about the potential for extensive malware deployment and data breaches. The nature of these exploits posed a unique challenge as they circumvented modern security protocols integrated into Chromium and Edge. By utilizing the outdated Internet Explorer mode, the attackers effectively bypassed the enhanced defenses, allowing them to execute malicious actions undetected. In response to these alarming findings, Microsoft swiftly implemented significant changes to IE mode. The company removed easily accessible features, such as the dedicated toolbar button and context menu options, to prevent unauthorized access. Users are now required to enable IE mode deliberately, navigating through multiple settings to add specific sites to a list before reloading them in the legacy browser environment. This new protocol aims to create a more intentional process for users, ultimately serving as a barrier against potential attacks. Microsoft emphasized that these modifications strike a balance between maintaining legacy support and enhancing security measures. The adjustments are designed to deter even the most determined attackers by complicating the process of exploiting the legacy feature. As the situation continues to evolve, the tech giant remains vigilant, monitoring for any further threats while reinforcing its commitment to user safety. As Microsoft implements these significant changes to Internet Explorer mode, users and organizations must adapt to a new landscape of browser security. The shift to requiring explicit permission for IE mode usage means that users will need to be more vigilant and intentional when accessing legacy sites. This added layer of security is a response to the growing sophistication of cyber threats, particularly those leveraging social engineering tactics, which can deceive even cautious users. Organizations, especially those reliant on legacy applications, will face operational adjustments. They will need to educate their employees about the new protocols for enabling IE mode and reinforce training on recognizing potential phishing attempts that may exploit this feature. This transition could also necessitate updates to internal IT policies and procedures, ensuring that all users are aware of the risks associated with legacy web technologies. Moreover, the need for explicit site approvals could slow down workflows, particularly in environments where rapid access to legacy systems is essential. IT departments may need to allocate additional resources to manage these changes and ensure compliance with the new security measures. The tightening of security around IE mode also raises questions about the future of legacy support within modern browsers. Organizations must weigh the importance of maintaining access to older applications against the potential risks posed by outdated technologies. As Microsoft continues to enhance its security framework, users and organizations must remain proactive, adapting their practices to safeguard against evolving cyber threats while balancing the need for legacy compatibility. In summary, the consequences of these changes are far-reaching, requiring both users and organizations to rethink their approach to browser security and legacy systems in a rapidly changing digital environment. As Microsoft moves forward with its enhanced security measures for Internet Explorer Mode and Edge, users can expect a more deliberate approach to enabling legacy features. The new process requires users to actively navigate to the browser settings to enable IE mode, which emphasizes the importance of intentionality in accessing potentially vulnerable technology. This shift not only aims to mitigate risks but also empowers users to take greater control over their browsing experiences. For organizations, this change means re-evaluating their reliance on legacy web applications that require IE mode. IT departments will need to assess which sites necessitate this compatibility and implement the new enabling process accordingly. This could lead to a broader conversation about upgrading outdated systems and applications to enhance overall security posture. Moreover, the removal of easily accessible options such as toolbar buttons and context menus serves as a reminder of the evolving threat landscape. Organizations should consider investing in training programs to educate employees about the risks associated with social engineering and the importance of cautious browsing habits. As attackers become more sophisticated, awareness and vigilance will be key components in maintaining cybersecurity. In the wake of these developments, users are encouraged to stay informed about best practices for web security, including regular updates to their browsers and awareness of potential phishing attempts. Microsoft's proactive measures reflect a commitment to safeguarding user data, but ultimately, the responsibility also lies with individuals to adopt secure browsing habits. Lastly, as Microsoft continues to monitor the situation, users should keep an eye out for further updates and enhancements that may arise in response to emerging threats. This dynamic nature of cybersecurity underscores the necessity for ongoing vigilance and adaptation in an ever-changing digital landscape. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.